Shabbat Shalom. Just a few minutes ago, there was unfortunately a levaya on my block in front of my home. Mr. Joseph Mizrahi passed away this morning from complications due to coronavirus. Very special, kind, and humble man, and very, very tragic loss. And I say this so that we should all be extra vigilant and pay heed to all of the precautions that the doctors and rabbis and health officials have proclaimed. This Shabbat, Parashat ha-Hodesh, we read Pesukim that are eerily resonant to what we are feeling. Moshe tells the people they are to put the blood of the Pesach offering on their homes so that Ufasachti alechem v'lo yeh bachem negef lemashchit bakoti be'ez Misraim. Bnei Israel were each in their homes, and they put the sign on the door so that the plague will skip over them and that they will be protected. We think about this and we can feel that sense of fear now more than ever. However, at the same time that we are very careful, it's also important that we not be stressed out because we need our immune systems to be strong, and stress isn't good for that. And so, especially as Shabbat begins, I'd like to encourage everyone to put ourselves into a positive mood, into a good attitude. Just as the disease is going viral, so too are our responses. It's amazing how the whole world, the whole country has just in a few days taken this so seriously. And among the many clever and funny memes that are going around, I found it interesting that a video from the Pope has been very popular, encouraging people to keep Shabbat. He said, what the Jews followed and still observe was to consider the Shabbat as holy. On Saturday you rest, one day of the week. That's the least out of gratitude to worship God, to spend time with family, to play, to do all of these things. We are not machines. I found this fascinating because this was an interview that he gave on 60 Minutes 2 years ago. I remember watching it, and yet just now it became viral. Similarly, Julie Roberts sent out a poem about Shabbat, and that also went viral. The poem says, what if you thought of it, the virus, as the Jews consider the Shabbat, the most sacred of times? Cease from travel, cease from buying and selling, give up just for now. Sing, pray, touch only those to whom you commit your life. And I think that people are thinking about Shabbat at this time because being in our homes and not being able to work for an extended period of time feels a little bit like Shabbat. And maybe we can refocus or reframe what we're going through, although it is scary, but also as a kind of extended Shabbat, in a way almost like a Shemitah, where it lasted a whole year. This won't last that long, but an extended period of time in which we refocus and we recenter. This Parashat Vayakhel, begins with Moshe gathering the people and telling them, Sheshet yamim ta'aseh melacha, ta'aseh melacha, b'yom ha-shevi'i yeh lachem, Hodesh Shabbat Shabbaton laHashem. This is here because we're reading about the Mishkan, which is a place of holiness, a place of submission and sacrifice and transcendence. And Shabbat is a time where we feel all of those things. We come together with family and tefillah and study of the Torah, and we have a sense of God's transcendence and providence in the world. And so this is a perfect time to refocus our attention and to have a positive mood and make the best out of a very difficult situation. And by enjoying this Shabbat together with our families and even this extended time period, almost like a Shemitah, a time when we refrain from working and we refocus on helping others, on the needy, and on our most basic and fundamental values. That's a takeaway for this time. Also want to end with one message, which is that if anyone is tested positive with the virus, it's really important to tell people about it. There is no stigma to this, and it can only help other people and save lives. So I wish everyone to be safe, to be healthy, and here at Sephardic Synagogue, we're going to be joining together over Zoom at 6 p.m. To read Shir HaShirim together with our Chazanim and say some tefillot as well together for our kihila, for our country, for Israel, and for all those who need refuah shlema. Refuah shlema to all. Stay well, stay healthy, and Shabbat Shalom.